Maker, and today we're going to go over the 2019 Heartland Mallard M27. This is a rear living floor plan with a big super slide, great open living space with a large kitchen. So let's start right over here on the rear living portion. So as you can see, you have two swivel rockers right back here, nice and comfortable, great spot to sit down, read a book, have a conversation. You have an electrical outlet right in between here so that we have a place to, plug in your tablet or whatever if you're doing maybe like an e-reader. And then you will see the huge rear picture window right there. Gives you a gorgeous view outside. A couple LED lights underneath the cabinets. You have storage all the way across the top. Nice decorative glass on there too, a little more designer, pretty cool. If you take a look up at the top, you'll see the little leather kind of almost headboard here up at the top, but the more important thing is it kind of shows it has a barreled ceiling up top, which is cool. Really helps open the whole living space up. Making our way up a little bit further, you get into the kitchen itself. As I said, you have a big kitchen countertop space in here, and they really let you utilize all of it because they give you sink top covers as well as a recessed cooktop with a glass cover here as well. I'll take these off for you so you can see the sink, larger bowl on the left, smaller on the right. Both of these sink top covers are cutting board quality, so you can flip them over, use them as cutting boards. I always recommend flipping them over though, that way all the knife marks are on the bottom, so when you flip them back, they still stay looking sharp. You'll also see the high-rise pull-out faucet. It's kind of a more modern look instead of having the big knobby end. It's just all smooth and streamlined, but it is a nice, as I said, pull-out faucet, making washing dishes a little bit easier. You'll see the window right back there. You have the backsplash here as well. As I mentioned, the recessed cooktop. The glass cover folds up and back just like so. It's kind of spring-loaded, which is cool. But this doubles as a backsplash here too. 3-burner cooktop there. All your knobs up front do light up if you so choose. You have a knob right there. Kind of creates a nice courtesy light at night. You also have the oven underneath in case you want to do some baking. You can always just leave them off as well. Underneath the sink, you have enough storage there for a smaller trash can. Couple large drawers coming down the front here as well. Pull that out for you so you can take a look. Nice finished drawer all the way around there. Perfect for your flatware. The one on the bottom's a little bit bigger for some of your like serving spoons, spatulas, things like that. Storage up top. Let's show you that one real quick. Just great for some of your either cups, plates, or if you just want to put some other food items up there, you can do that as well. Microwave and a hood here too. Dometic Fridge freezer combo. Open that up so you can take a look. This one does run off both propane and electric and also has automatic switchover. Right here on the wall is your tank monitoring panel. One of the things you will notice is your water heater. It does run off both propane as well as electric. You can turn on both those at the same time for faster recovery. And then right here is your thermostat. This does control the ducted AC as well as the heat. They're both run from that one single thermostat. Making our way right back here, you will see your entertainment center. So if you're wondering where the TV goes, this is where it belongs. You see the audio video jacks right here. These RCA cables just plug right into the back of the TV, and they are run to the back of this multimedia center, which is also a DVD player. It also, of course, plays music, and it is Bluetooth capable, controls the speakers in here as well as outside. You have storage both beneath and up above that entertainment area. We take a look at the super slide itself. You have the dinette with the obviously the table in the center. But the cool thing about this table is that, it doesn't look quite as nice like you're used to having like the big pillars. But I actually prefer this style table because if you look at it, it doesn't move, it doesn't rock. A lot of times the ones with the pillars will rock back and forth. But because it actually is clipped to the wall right here, it's very sturdy. So it does drop down into a bed. You just kind of pop this back side up. It comes out of the clips, fold the legs up, drop it down, and then take the back cushions, put it on top. That will create your sleeping space. But I do like the bed there. There is an electrical outlet underneath as well if you need to plug anything in. And you can also see you have easy access storage there to the storage underneath the dinette. Very cool fixture right here, kind of following the residential trend, kind of that modern farmhouse look. You can see that that light kind of follows along that path. I do love the looks of it. Big windows all the way around the dinette too, folks. You can see how big this window is here, how much light it lets in. Storage all across the way above your sofa. The sofa itself is a trifold, so it's a comfortable place not only to sit but also to sleep. So if you have additional guests that need to stay the night, this will probably be the primary bed you will make up for them. And it's not like your traditional bed where you have a bar in the back or an air mattress that will deflate on you in the middle of the night. The bathroom has a foot flush lever toilet, and as you can see, I have plenty of space here for my legs. I'm fairly wide in the shoulders. I have pretty good space. It is a little tight. You can't do a ton of flexing in here, but overall, I would say this is pretty adequate. You'll also see you have storage space right over here, as well as a little bit underneath. You have a heat duct running here, so that way if it's a cold morning, this will keep you nice and toasty. You have the big countertop going all the way over, so you have place to set items down, as well as your electrical outlet. Mirrored medicine cabinet right up top, and then the shower. I'll step in here just to give you an idea of height. I am 6 foot. As you can see, even if I stand all the way along the wall here, my head is just hitting. But right in the center, because it does have that, barreled ceiling, and it has a skylight here, you have plenty of room. Even if you're, 6'2", maybe 6'3", you can probably still stand up in here. You also have the hand wand, and then shelves running up both sides. When we step inside the master bedroom, you see the queen bed right here in the center. This one does have storage underneath. You can see your central vac hose right there for the central vac. Of course, that makes for easy cleanup. And that's also a big storage area there underneath the bed. Both sides of the bed have big nightstands. You'll see that you have kind of the tops there, as well as a cubby hole underneath with electrical outlets. So you can charge cell phones or plug in CPAP machines. Mirrored wardrobe on both sides, as well as storage going across the top. You also see on the far side, you have a secondary entrance. So if you do have guests staying the night, you're able to come in and leave without disturbing them. And then on the other side here, if we spin around, you'll notice a couple things. You have TV hookup right up top here. Underneath that, you have another big wardrobe, which is fantastic. A drawer, your fuse panel and breaker box right underneath that. And then for privacy, you also have a slider door. Now that we've seen the inside, let's take a look at some of the outside features on the 2019 Heartland Mallard M27. Right up front here, you have two 20-pound propane tanks with a cover. Just lift up the door right here, you can get right down into those tanks. Behind that, you will see rails for your battery. Note that if you want 2 batteries, it is big enough, you can set both of them there. Also on the far side, you will see it there, mounted right into the frame is solar prep. So if you want solar, simply buy portable panels, plug it in right there, and it will trickle charge your battery. Also underneath, if you see this right here, this one has a fully enclosed, insulated, and heated underbelly. Not only will that keep out road grime, it'll also hopefully prevent some of the rodents and stuff from getting in the off season, and it'll help keep that whole underbelly warmer in cold temps. You also see on this side right over here, you have a light, so if you need a little bit of added visibility at night, there it is. Right up above, you have this beautiful front cap on here. This actually wraps around to the side, which is fantastic because not only does that add insulation value, but it also helps protect against any kind of water intrusion. You have lights on both sides, and then you have the diamond plate rock guard underneath to protect your RV from some of the rocks and stones and things that'll get thrown up by your tow vehicle. Take a look at the pass-through. A couple things I want you to take a note of. One, you have a covered hinge, so you don't have a bunch of rust coming down your door. Another is how wide the door itself is. If you have some bigger items, like some of your wider executive chairs, grills, things like that, you can obviously fit it in here, which is great. And it is slam latch. Just like that, it shuts, it works, plus it's magnetic, so you can put it up just like so. When you take a look inside, you will see again, it is that big size all the way through. A little bit smaller door on the other side, but again, you mainly use this side for your pass-through storage. And then right in here, you will see you have your power stabilizer jack controls. The one will control the front two, the other one the bottom two, and you have a couple LED lights in there as well. If we take a look at the side itself, so behind this fiberglass skin, something really cool that Mallard does is they use Azdel composite in place of Luan. So a couple big advantages to Azdel. One, it's lighter weight. So, that means you don't have to have as big of a vehicle to tow it, which is always a good thing. Two, it's a green material. It doesn't have the off-gassing. So if you've been in some campers when it's really hot and it's almost hard to breathe, you won't get that in the Mallard. The other great thing about the Azdel is the fact that it doesn't absorb moisture. You've seen a lot of units, some of these fiberglass units, they have big bubbles in them. That's what's called delamination. And the number one reason that happens is because you have water come in from the roof, it gets in the sidewall, that wood Luan absorbs it, and then it pops off. Because that Azdel won't absorb moisture, it'll help eliminate that delamination. You have two entrances into the Mallard. The first one right in here, this is the entrance into that bedroom I showed you. 3 foldable steps as well as the grab handle here. You'll notice up above, you have your little gutter, which runs all the way along. So that way, you'll see it comes beyond the door. So that way, if it rained the night before, it's not gonna be dripping down on your head. Also, the roof material itself is a TPO material, which helps eliminate a lot of the black streaks and takes a lot of the maintenance out of it, which is great. You'll also see the large power awning on here. Touch a button to roll that out. Same thing to have it go right back in with an LED light strip on there. 2 outside speakers, which are controlled by the multimedia center that you have inside. We take a look right down below, you'll see the gorgeous aluminum alloy wheels right here. Also, you will notice how wide set the axles are apart. This is what they call the wide track suspension. Essentially, it's a spread axle system. By having essentially a wider wheelbase, it helps eliminate a lot of the sway, just tows a little bit better down the road. And of course, the aluminum wheels won't rust on you, so they'll stay looking beautiful for years to come. Right here, you will notice your electrical outlet. Need to plug anything in outside, that is the place to do it. I did miss the black tank flush up front a little bit, I'm sorry. Right here, you have the black tank flush. You need to flush out your black tank. You can do it right there rather than sticking a hose down your toilet. Take the hose, stick it in right there. Black tank has washers built in, it'll wash it out for you. Fresh water inlet right back here. If you're going somewhere you don't have city water, you'll want to make sure that you fill up your fresh tank. That's the place to do it. Primary entrance, same as the secondary. You have 3 foldable steps with the grab handle right here. A couple stickers back here, kind of cool to look at. One is a 3-year structural warranty. Folks, that is currently the best in the industry. And this right here, showing that this has 2-inch thick laminated sidewalls. Because the Mallards sometimes are a little bit lighter, because again, they use the higher-end components like Asdel, people think that they have thinner walls, like 1.5-inch walls. That's what some manufacturers do. That is not the case. You do have the full 2-inch thick wall. Take a look at the bumper here. You will see that it does have these square end caps. That way it gives you a convenient spot in which you can store your sewer hose. And also bumpers allow you to mount the spare tire, which is awesome because this is a much, much easier place to access it than having to get underneath the camper. This is that big rear picture window we saw when we were inside. And directly above that is the backup camera prep. If you want a backup camera, having the prep essentially means it's already wired. Basically, it's a plug and play. So if you do have it professionally installed, it'll save you some money on labor. Right up here on the off door side, you will see your 30-amp detachable power cord will plug right in there. You also have an outside shower with both hot and cold water access, plus the hand wand, of course. Your cable inlet's right up top, and underneath is the city water inlet. All right, folks, that wraps it up. Again, this is the 2019 Heartland Mallard M27. If you're interested in this beautiful travel trailer and you would like price and availability, simply click on the link in the description. Thanks again for watching. I'm Ian Baker, and let's go camping.